Hello, I'm Hala. Welcome to a world where sunshine meets serenity, the bright yellow and soft blue vintage farmhouse. In today's video, we'll explore how these two cheerful yet calming tones create a timeless home atmosphere. From soft textiles to antique treasures, every layer adds warmth, comfort, and personality to each room. When you step inside, the entryway sets the tone. A vintage blue painted bench topped with yellow floral cushions instantly creates a welcoming charm. Hooks adorned with straw hats and linen scarves whisper a sense of country ease, while a woven rug grounds the space in cozy texture and handmade craftsmanship. In the living room, layers of cotton, linen, and wool bring depth and comfort. A soft blue slip-covered sofa contrasts beautifully with bright yellow throw pillows. Add an antique coffee table with a chipped white finish, and your farmhouse instantly feels both fresh and nostalgic, alive with stories and sunshine. Textiles are the soul of farmhouse style. Think patchwork quilts, hand-woven throws, and ruffled linen curtains. Soft blues calm the space while yellow accents revive it. Mixing patterns, stripes, florals, and gingham creates a lived-in charm. The key is balance. Soft layering over perfect coordination keeps it inviting, not stiff. Even the smallest corners deserve a touch of joy. A reading nook with a vintage armchair in faded blue fabric, a knitted yellow blanket, and an old brass lamp sets the scene for slow mornings. Add a side table with a stack of books and a vase of wildflowers for a heartfelt touch. In the kitchen, yellow becomes your morning sunshine. Blue cabinets with antique brass handles look elegant yet rustic. Add open shelving displaying blue and white dishes and a bowl of lemons. A cheerful yellow tea towel, checkered curtains, and vintage glass jars complete the nostalgic farmhouse glow. The dining area thrives on texture and warmth. A distressed farmhouse table becomes the centerpiece, surrounded by mismatched wooden chairs, some painted pale blue, others left natural. Layer a yellow linen runner with blue floral napkins and vintage glassware to create a casual but graceful dining experience. A successful vintage farmhouse blends past and present effortlessly. Reclaimed wood beams pair beautifully with modern lighting. A contemporary blue vase filled with daisies atop a rustic yellow painted dresser bridges the eras. It's not about perfection, it's about personality and storytelling through design. Soft blue walls set a soothing backdrop for rest. Layer a white linen duvet with yellow and floral pillows to add a cheerful note. A vintage quilt at the foot of the bed completes the look. The contrast between warm and cool tones invites peace while keeping the space lighthearted. Farmhouse comfort thrives on tactile experience, the feel of linen sheets, the roughness of a jute rug, the smoothness of antique wood. Layer rugs, stack pillows, and add woven baskets. The interplay between rough and soft textures keeps the palette of yellow and blue interesting and deeply inviting. Even the bathroom can embrace this palette gracefully. Try blue beadboard walls, a white clawfoot tub, and yellow hand towels. Add a small floral curtain and vintage mirrors for that charming reflection of farmhouse beauty. It's the perfect balance between refreshing simplicity and timeless charm. For guests, create a space that feels like a gentle hug. Blue and white ticking fabric on the bedspread, a vintage wooden trunk at the foot, and a yellow ceramic lamp bring nostalgia and coziness. Softly scented linens and handmade touches ensure your visitors feel right at home. The porch or sunroom is where yellow and blue truly dance in the sunlight. Add rattan furniture, soft blue cushions, and yellow floral pillows. A vintage rug underfoot and potted daisies on a weathered table create an effortless connection between home and nature, joyful, airy, and bright. Walls tell stories too. Choose vintage botanical prints in delicate blue frames or hand-painted plates with yellow florals. A gallery wall mixing mirrors and old family photos keeps the farmhouse spirit alive. Remember, your walls are not just decoration, they're expressions of memory and meaning. It's the little things that make a house feel alive. Think ceramic pitchers, antique clocks, woven baskets, and enamelware in your signature palette. Each piece should feel purposeful, collected over time, and harmonized by tone, the golden warmth of yellow balanced by soft, tranquil blues. Light transforms color. Choose warm bulbs and soft lampshades to let yellow glow without harshness. A blue glass pendant over the kitchen island or a vintage brass chandelier in the dining room creates ambience. Natural light streaming through gauzy curtains adds that ethereal farmhouse magic. Your yellow and blue farmhouse can evolve through the seasons. In spring, add fresh flowers and lightweight fabrics. In fall, introduce mustard tones and deep denim hues. This flexible palette makes it easy to stay inspired and connected to the rhythm of the year. The trick to this color story is moderation. Too much yellow can overwhelm, while too much blue may feel cold. Layering textiles, varying shades, and adding neutrals like white or cream helps maintain that balanced harmony, bright yet soothing, vintage yet timeless. every piece should reflect purpose. Vintage farmhouse style isn't about collecting decor, it's about creating connection. Let your yellow remind you of joy and your blue of calm. Together, they form an atmosphere where stories are shared, laughter echoes, and hearts feel at home. And there you have it, a home where bright yellow meets soft blue, where every room feels like a hug of sunlight and sky. Through thoughtful layering, vintage finds, and cheerful accents, your farmhouse can radiate warmth and joy every single day. Thank you for joining today's tour. May your home always feel as bright and beautiful as your heart.